You know, usually when I'm driving on my own, a lot of things pop into my head. So I just thought I'd share a few things with you guys. Because one of my subscribers asked, what is it that makes a man valuable? And the woman asked, well, is it all about the money? And I responded to her, yes, it's all about the money. Because one thing that women value more than anything else in a man is protection and provision. But how is this provision important to her? So let me give you an example of two different types of men. There are men who will try to buy you, and there's men who will try to build you. Focus on the man who tries to build you. A man who wants to buy you stuff, that's a man that sees you as someone who's for sale. And gentlemen, the message to you is that if you can buy a woman, she can be bought by a guy with more money. Forget that woman. Ladies, if a man is trying to buy you, you are literally just a hoe. But if a man is trying to build you, take this hypothetical example. Most women these days are in debt. And I will repeat, most women are in debt. And the reason I know this is because the stats say that clearly. And if you look at American women, for example, the cost of education is killing them, meaning more women hold the massive amount of student loan debt in America. So let's just say hypothetically I'm talking to an American audience. And add to that, most women have the highest amount of consumer debt. All right, I'm back in the studio. And listen, guys, please give me a thumbs up on this video. I'm gonna hit you guys with some really good knowledge right now. Ladies and gentlemen, okay? This message is for both, because both ladies and gentlemen have to understand this dynamic in order to get along. But this one is vital. So please stay with me to the end. But note, if you guys want to send me a quick message, get me over on Instagram, send me a voice message. If you watch my videos before, you know I'm going to ask next. Come on. If you want to book a session, you need a mentor, you need anything quickly answered, get me over on askanolderman.com. Okay, guys, it's better for you to spend a little bit of money, get some good knowledge, clear your mind so you can move forward with a lot of life decisions. Most things aren't difficult. It's just that most of the time we have mental blocks. I can try to help you clear those blocks. My job isn't to make you feel good. I want to help you solve your problems. That's what I want you guys to focus on. Focus on solving a problem, not feeling better about the problem. That's not going to solve it. My philosophy in life is always, let's solve the problem so you don't have to feel bad about it. Make sense? All right, book a session. Let's have a chat. Now let's get back to this one simple discussion that's important for both sexes. So let's talk about a man building a woman. You can either buy a woman, buy her nice stuff, she don't have to do anything. Oh, that is no longer the modern woman. That's a traditional perspective on life, and it's no longer sustainable by men. Because this world that we now live in, the average man cannot sustain his lifestyle and her lifestyle that she wants. The extravagance, the trips, the cars, the jewelry, all the other crap, the fine restaurants, etc. That is not sustainable by any average man. Even a six-figure man these days cannot sustain that shit. So you ladies have to understand that that lifestyle is literally allocated for the top 10% of people in this world. Because if the man is going to help you grow, but in the meantime, he has to fund your life and an extravagant lifestyle, that's not possible. It's literally, virtually impossible for any average man to do that.
Woman, would you contribute to the housework if she's contributing to the bills?
I didn't necessarily say she has to contribute to the bills.
She just has to work?
Yeah.
Why?
I want to be able to build with my partner. I want to be able to say, yo, let's do this or let's do that, and not everything have to be on me. You know what I'm saying?
But you're the man. Everything is supposed to be on you.
Yeah, that's fine, but then what if something happens to me and I get injured and I can't work?
You better get up then.
We're a partner, we're a partnership, we're a team. I need to be able to rely on you if needed.
Yeah, she will nurse you back to health so you can get back to work the next day.
Nothing,
so you're very modern.
Anything can happen in that time. It could be in 20 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I might be ill for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I need to rely on you now.
Oh God, no, don't rely on me. No, I don't want you to rely on me. Don't get ill, just stay working. Okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
So what you're going to be saying to yourself is, I'm not going to settle for a man that can't provide these things for me. Then you're going to be waiting forever. Because that top 10% man, he has choices. And if you are an average woman, and what I mean by average, I'm talking the same woman with the weaves and the wigs and the nails and the false eyelashes and the 10 pounds of makeup, and you're 15 to 30 pounds overweight, and you think that you're going to get that man up there that's top 10%, you're delusional. I'm telling you, it's not possible.
You're a young woman who thinks that you deserve a high-value man. No, you don't. The truth is that unless you struggle bus with a man on his way to the top, you are replaceable. No, what you should be doing is finding a good man who has integrity. You do not deserve a life of luxury unless you struggle bus with him to get there. Your game plan should be to attract the kind of man who will become the HVM that you want, because you help him get there. And you do that firstly by being the kind of bait for that catch. Find a good man and be good to him and grow together. That is how to get the life that you want.
There are millions of women like you waiting for that man. And the older you get, the worse it gets. It's a sad state of affair, but I'm giving it to you hard because I want you to make better decisions. So, if you have a man who's going to be with you and he's going to show you and temper your wild spending and your wild crazy behavior and tell you, listen, instead of buying that $50,000, $60,000 car, take a portion of that money and put it on your student loan. Hey, pay off that credit card.
So you took it from, because you decided you wanted to bull and just spend on whatever. We only have a view into 1 month, but because you wanted to bull, you decided to take your loans from $36,000 to $56,000.
I'm looking at student loans as like a car payment. Like, there's no interest. It's a good car payment. It's a nice car.
What car payments don't have interest?
No, I'm just saying. So I'm just looking at like my student loans as a car payment. You know, like I'll pay them in the future. Not right now, and it's not too much money.
What? What the fuck? What are you talking about? And how? In what world is $50,000 not that much money?
It is a lot of money.
Where do you come from? Is your family rich or something?
No.
Then where in the world is $56,000 not a lot of money?
Well, I look at it as a car. It's a nice car, but it's not.
I don't get this analogy.
That's how I look at it.
That you're paying 25% on per annum. Use that money and pay down. Stop paying the bare minimum on the card. Pay off all of those little loans that you have to all of these different companies. Hey, you know what? You need to get rid of Netflix. There's no need to have Netflix and Amazon Prime and all of these services that you barely use. Get rid of those. Men are supposed to bring that practical mindset to women to help her. Now that builds the woman.
How much is your outfit? Okay, let's start with the shades.
Well, shades is nothing.
Louis Vuitton is nothing, guys, right?
The earrings, these are Louis Vuitton, that's about 5,000 each. The blouse, that's Louis Vuitton, that's 1,200. The skirts, Louis Vuitton as well, that's 11. The boots, they are Louis Vuitton, about 2,500. Oh, the bag is Louis Vuitton, that is about 4. Cartier, that's about 30,000. Rings, the Louis Vuitton, so is a bracelet, that's about 10. The Tiffany bracelet, that's full diamond, but that was a gift. And the engagement ring, that's a gift as well. The Messica ring, that's about 700.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a fashion influencer and a personal stylist.
You look awesome.
It's not sexy, but it's practical. So when I say, how does an average man build a woman? That's how he does it. But most of these men these days, all they think that, hey, all I got to do is help her feel good about herself. I'm going to try to take her to the finest restaurants. I'm going to spend all of my money buying her this and this and that and this, and that's going to make her happy. No, my friend, it will make her temporarily happy. Eventually, she's going to want more and more and more and more. And trust me, you can't sustain that shit.
Gotta buy your respect and buy your submission. I don't want it. She says she'll never respect a man she gotta go 50-50 with. He say you better be paying all the bills so she can't say nothing to you about nothing. And I say, fuck all that shit. I don't give a damn if I'm a billionaire. It's the principalities of the situation. If I gotta buy your respect and buy your submission, I don't want it. I've never met a millionaire who's never been through ups and downs. So what you're telling me is the next time we go through it down, you gonna walk in this house and not give me my respect? How does it feel to have a paid girlfriend that wouldn't be with you if you couldn't support her? The only woman I'm messing with is a woman who with me irregardless if I support her or not. And then maybe, just maybe, one day she'll earn the right to be supported by me because I know she really with me for me and not to be supported. If your respect and submission can be bought, then I don't want it because it's always gonna be somebody with a bigger bankroll than me. But this ain't no knock to y'all. You men can live however you want to live, and I'm a man and this is how I choose to live.
Listen, I know this because I've been there. I got smitten by those women who just sucked me dry. I've been through it. I think every successful man, every average man who came up has been a simp at some point. And what is the definition of a simp, you may be asking? It is simply an individual, male or female, who gives way more to the opposite sex than he receives. In other words, he keeps giving or she keeps giving, and there's no reciprocation. And that person keeps sucking. And the simp feels that the only way to get to that person's heart and to make them feel that they are important is to keep giving. That is the definition of a simp. So if you become a simp to that woman, you're literally just buying her affection. But if you're teaching her, if you're building her, she now sees the bigger value in you. Because all of a sudden, she's debt-free. All of a sudden, she's building a different business with you. All of a sudden, you're showing her how to be literally a better woman. Women admire men like that. That's the kind of man she can't walk away from. Now, the men that I've told that this is what they should have done, the first thing they say is, yeah, but Paul, the minute you tell them how to make money or how to build themselves, they're going to leave you because now they don't need you. And I say, and my response to that is simple. My good man, then you have dodged a bullet. Number one, it costs you nothing because you didn't spend on her. You didn't throw copious amounts of money at her. You just gave her your knowledge. So you should be absolutely okay knowing that that woman didn't suck you dry financially.
I've been told y'all be so worried about being with the man that got